5S was developed in Japanese manufacturing, and there are 5 words. They all start with S. Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, and Shitsuke. Those roughly translate in English into sort, set, shine, and systematize and sustain. 5S in most retailers is followed to a T on the sales floor, although they don't call it 5S there, but that is exactly what 5S is. If you have inventory that's not moving, you move it out of the store, and that's the first S, the sort. You have a planogram, you have everything in where it's supposed to be on the shelves. Corporate knows where it is, the merchandisers know where it is, so the customer can know where it is. That's part of the set, which is the second S, and everything is in its right place. You sweep the floor every hour, maybe every couple hours or every half an hour or so. You dust everywhere you can. You want the store to be in good conditions. That's the third one. That's the shine. The systematize, you can relate that back to the planograms and the merchandising plan. The sustain part is everybody feels that and knows that, and they know that that has to be followed in practice. That's the last S. What I do see is that it doesn't always get translated back into other parts of the business. It usually always looks fantastic on the sales floor, but not in many other places. 5S is also a culture. So the last two S's, especially the Japanese S's, don't really translate that well into English. Because what they mean, it's more of a feeling. What those last 5 S's mean is that you become that way. That becomes part of your everyday work life. You're always thinking about how things are arranged, where the right place for something should be. What I see with retailers and how they could benefit from 5S mostly goes back to employee satisfaction. You perform some 5S functions, you organize the area, you set out where all the tools are going to be, and you get the buy-in. And when that's done, in most cases, it is the associates that are performing the work. They are the ones that are making the decisions of how it's being set up, where it's going. And in many cases, they say, I've always wanted to do this. This is where I think it should go. Someone told me I needed to keep it here, but it's best here because this is closest to the door and this is closest to my work area. When you bring that 5S experience or that culture to the other parts of the business, then you break down the silos between those other departments. Most people already have that natural tendency to want to set things up the correct way. When you go in and assist them in like a Kaizen event, which is an aspect of 5S, which is taking an area that's disorganized and reorganizing it, the people that are involved and the ones that need to carry on and continue the work afterwards are really the ones that have to perform that work. I mean, you're not going in and telling them where to do it. You're going in and saying, hey, you have the opportunity to redo this. How would you want to do it? And we'll help you do it so that you can finally get it done so that when we leave, it's yours and you continue to carry on the tradition. Senior management plays a huge role in 5S because senior management has to show the way. They have to live 5S also. If they don't, it'll never trickle down. If they do, and they are asking everyone to do it, usually there's a good upswell from the people that are on the sales floor or in the back room, where they will be very keen to follow their leaders. And if they support it, I support it. You can tell with those organizations that are very committed, because the people will say, I know that they're doing this the right way, and they've empowered me, or they've given me the opportunity to make this change or make this effect. So it's extremely important that senior management have that buy-in, and actually you can't really succeed unless it is senior management that is saying, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going.